Test 1 2.
And we're back. Yeah, that's right. We are back. You're listening to Poetry Slam with Bellz
and your boy Napoleon B. Mate.
You know it's not an episode without at least 10 minutes of technical difficulties during the show. Yes. So, TayDZ is going to tune in to our program with his poetry news in a few more minutes. Until then, we are going to talk about the poems I titled and didn't write. Napoleon B. Mite is going to tell me what he thinks these poems are going to be about based on the titles. And then we're going to read a couple poems, and hopefully at the end of that, TayDZ
will be ready.
Exactly.
Hopefully he'll be ready.
So let's just pick up where we left off with these poem titles. Okay.
Yeah.
Cash App Man Dead.
Huh?
That's the name. That's a tentative name for a poem I have yet to write. What do you think it's about?
Huh? You said Cash App Man Dead?
Yes.
Okay. So, just based on the title alone, I feel like it's going to be about a Cash App transaction that went dead because the person on the other end died.
Okay, it sounds like you're anticipating a full audio play written in poetic fashion with a beginning, middle, and end of somebody trying to do a Cash App transaction and it failed somehow.
Yes.
Okay. That's a pretty good guess. Now, my idea for this title was to expand my conspiracy theory of the Cash App man was murdered because somebody was angry about the instant fees.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was revenge. I don't really think that, but the idea entertained me to some degree. So, do you think that's cruel and unusual?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, we'll give that poem an applause. And we can't wait to hear that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I want to read this on air. Wait a minute. I don't think this is appropriate. I have to think of like another title for this. I'm going to skip that one. Okay. Black woman fashion is political.
Huh? You said black woman fashion is political.
Yes.
The Angel Reese, Chrissy Teigen thing. No,
Chrissy Teigen?
not Chrissy Teigen. My bad.
Chrissy
Sierra.
Teigen isn't even black.
Sierra.
She married a black man.
Sierra.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That was definitely inspired by those incidents. And I also think just the topic alone could be a very powerful work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put in this word. Charger borrower.
Huh? Okay. Someone borrowed your charger and never give it back.
Ooh. That is interesting.
Or you borrowed somebody's charger and never give it back.
Good guesses. They're wrong. My initial idea was a person who always borrows someone else's charger. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So of the three, which one do you want to hear next week the most?
Cash App Man.
Cash App Man, that's definitely the most entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay, hyping that one up. Cash App Man. Cash App Man. Okay, so you all know what to anticipate from Bellz next week. So while Napoleon B. Mite pulls up TayDZ, who is in our chat, I'm going to read a poem and we're going to get both of their reactions to my work in progress. Let me practice success. Write down what I say. Hold on a second. I got to turn on my camera. I'm trying to practice doing this. Okay. Let me practice success. Write down what I say. Check it off every day. Let me make it a habit to always be prepared. Bellz. Okay. Thank you, Napoleon B. Mike. We've got TayDZ in the chat. Hey, TayDZ.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing great.
You sound exhausted,
And
man.
you look exhausted. You needed to put some powder on before you came on camera. I mean, we're live.
Well, yeah, and so is work, you know. So it's what can you do?
Work is live, Tay?
Work is very live, way a bit too live, actually.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Mhm.
Oof.
Well, you know you got to give us the poetry news regardless. What's going on, TayDZ?
Oh man.
Ooh,
Okay, Bellz.
Am I vicious?
Yes.
already? Y'all, you can't do one more poem while I
One
get
more
my
poem. Oh,
mind.
you know,
you know what? You know what? I'll do a poem.
Yeah, it's your turn, Napoleon B. Mike.
Let's see.
TayDZ, we've never seen you
Okay.
at work on the show. So,
Mhm.
do you want to give a little bit of context as to where you're sitting so our viewers aren't questioning that?
I'm sitting in what can only be described as a four-walled jail cell.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like you've got a poem on that brewing, but Napoleon B. Mike's already to go. So let's hear what he has.
To be or not to be a poet? That is the question. When it comes to poetry, I hold words. When it comes to poetry, words and poetry, I hold them like a piece of glass, careful, not wanting to cut myself or others. But when it comes to words in conversation, I throw them around like throwing knives, not caring where they land or who they hit or bruise or kill. I tend to not be as careful with my words, even though I know they'll hurt. My words in poetry are like a flowing ocean that's calm. But my words in conversation tend to be like a raging ocean, a unforgiving wave, one that drowns the ship. My words in poetry are like a fragile glass. You want to hold it and cherish it. Be careful with it so it doesn't drop. But my words in conversation tend to be sharp, unforgiving, brutal. Be Mike.
Okay. That sounded kind of off the dome to me. What did you think, TayDZ?
We can't hear you.
TayDZ, you're muted.
Oops, sorry. Normally, I like to think that B Mike's just, giving us some nice, poetry off the top of his head, but this one especially sounded so.
Oh, snap. Did we expose you? Are we right?
It was half written, half off the dome. So,
Okay, so where did the dome kick in?
after or bruise, and I changed one word.
Okay. That was pretty good off the dome. It was smooth. I think I knew because I saw you not looking at your phone, and I was just like, I know he doesn't have anything memorized. Like, do you?
Unfortunately, not yet. I'm working on that. Trying to work on getting stuff memorized so that I don't have to use my phone when I perform.
Yeah.
So more than likely, when I'm not using my phone,
Yeah.
it's off the dome.
Gotcha. That was the telltale for me. I cheated. I know the
Yeah,
tell. I
yeah.
know the tell. But it flowed very well, and I also could tell like at some moments you were thinking.
Yeah, because it's just like when I'm going off the dome with a poem, it's like, or riffing with a poem, it's like, it would be like, I would take a breath and then the next line.
Yeah.
Take a breath, next line. Take a breath, next line.
To make it sound poetic.
Right.
You gotta take poetic breaths. Poetic breaths.
So, like, and also to trying to add depth to my poetry.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to change up the tone of my voice.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if TayDZ needs some more time to find some poetry news. So I'm just going to slam Napoleon B. Might, and I'm going to try to riff off of some of what you just said. So. Words, words, words. I think all I remember from your poem is words, and don't mistake my verses for a diss toward you. This is just how I make up my own poetry news when TayDZ is still thinking and getting lost in the blues of working in his storage room, jail cell. Is there a difference? I mean, it looks a lot like school over there. Should I take Napoleon B. Might to school on this poetry? No, I'll defer to TayDZ to deliver the news. Thanks. That kind of transitioned into a little bit of a rap. But it's a slippery slope with poetry, using the tool of rhyme. You don't want it to become gimmicky or even cheesy. Not you nodding your head like, oh yeah, that's what that was.
I'm just agreeing.
Okay.
But right? I do have poetry news.
Bring on the poetry news.
Just something small, nothing too crazy, but down in New Orleans, they have something called, poetry in the pizza poetry day, if you will. Basically, a bunch of kids down in New Orleans partner up with, a local pizza chain down there, and the local pizza chain, they'll deliver you your pizza, and then you open up the box, you see some young person's poetry in the box. It could be, mostly kids, but some older people as well, apparently. So I just thought that was pretty swell. Imagine just getting some takeout. You open up the bag and you see some nice poetry in there, just random poetry. Hopefully it's nice poetry. Hopefully it's not sad, but
So you're saying they put poetry in pizza boxes for people to open?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. That's like going into an office and finding like handwritten cards by kids, and they have nice messages on them like, have a great day.
Like those anonymous notes.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a fun challenge. Leaving poetry for people. I really like that poetry news, TayDZ.
Anonymous poems.
Anonymous.
Just leave some, around the building. Leave some, around your neighborhood, and then maybe some person might open their mailbox and see that you left them some poetry.
Well, we can't technically touch other people's mailboxes. That's a federal offense. So
Maybe you could do it on Instagram, like write like a piece of poetry on a piece of paper, take a picture, and just post it. It'll look anonymous, even though it's clearly on our page. But we can like show it on like different environments. Like you can leave it like at work, or you could leave it at the park.
ooh, you know what? Poem scavenger hunt.
Oh. You'd have to be local to us to have a chance at finding these. But that would be pretty fun. It's a
So,
way to
like-
get people involved.
So, like, if you leave a random note, like a random poem,
Yeah,
like around the campus, right?
right,
You don't say who it's from,
right.
but you say, tune in to Poetry Slam to see who wrote it.
Oh.
Mm.
So would it be between like either you or me, or could it be anybody?
So, yeah, the times we have a guest and we
Yeah.
know that the guest is going to show, and we know the guest is going to be on the show ahead of the week ahead.
Yeah.
So, like all through the week, like we have random poems from me, Kay, and the poet.
Ooh, throwing a spanner in the works.
Right. So like the poet would have the most
Gotcha.
like random poems, right?
Yeah.
So then after that it would be like tune in
Yeah.
to see who wrote.
Oh yeah, I like that. That builds hype, some anticipation. So here's some Poetry Slam news. We've been trying to get guests on here. And actually Lotus came through last week. Ride or die, very loyal, and she always brings awesome poems and energy. However, for a few weeks in a row, we've been struggling to get guests to commit to come on here. So if you're interested, message us and we're interested.
Either message K or B Mite
Yes.
or Poetry Slam
Yes. On Instagram.
on Instagram.
Yeah. TayDZ, are you falling asleep over there?
No. Once again, I am at work messaging my boss.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the wrap up for your poetry news?
I personally would like for one of you to send me some takeout from DoorDash and write poetry on the little card that you get to send. With
We haven't done our first giveaway
no.
yet. I mean, when we do that, it'll be for a guest and we're like a fan.
We met. What's your sign off, TayDZ? So like, this has been
Poetry News with TayDZ.
TayDZ,
snaps.
do you have time for any poems?
So I have one. I have one that's not really. I have one, and then there's one that's not finished.
Oh, TayDZ started writing poetry?
Yes,
Hey,
we
yo.
might. That is the news. Last week, TayDZ became an official poet.
I guess.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay, I can't wait to hear it.
let's go.
Sure. It's a shorty. Love hurts, but loneliness is a numb feeling that ever persists. The pains of love give me something loneliness can't, a sensation. Give me a Russian roulette of emotions over constant cold pins and needles. That's all I got. TayDZ.
Oh, snap. TayDZ. Hey,
Wow.
Hey. he's an official host of Poetry Slam.
That was your inauguration.
That was your inauguration.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Welcome to Poetry Slam, bro.
Thank you. I longed to go from an intern to one of the crew.
Well, you made it. Yeah.
Can't wait to hear more from you, man.
Yeah, it was
Thank-
awesome. I like your poetic style. It sounds like you're a storyteller. And it sounds like something I would read in a book.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of those, like a collection of poetry books.
Yeah.
Like one of the books from like a whole bunch of poets that just write.
Oh my gosh, I saw that in Barnes and Noble. Oh my goodness. I forgot what the title of it is, but it's a bunch of Latin American poets. And I think it's called Dead Poets Society.
Mm-hmm.
And they put all their poems together into a book.
Mm.
You know what? We could do something like that. We could put our poems, TayDZ's poems, and get permission from our guests to put their poems who come on our show into like a book
Yeah.
at some point. Guys, once we figure out our technical difficulties, it's really going to set our show off.
Right. Because the plan is,
Yes.
should we tell them?
Let's keep it a surprise.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
let them, watch the growth. Let's let them listen and watch a show where we don't have to stop to fix anything.
So
Yeah.
we have big plans for the show, obviously.
Yes.
Besides taking it on the road,
Right.
we have some big plans for it. So
So stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Invite your friends, family, others to listen. Just anyone who reads your stuff to listen to us, so we can reach that goal and we can show you. We can let you in on our surprise.
Yes. We can share the goal,
Oh,
but not the big prize.
yeah. So
Yeah.
our goal is 500,000 viewers
Yeah, we want 500,000 viewers per show.
per show,
So
like live viewers as well.
well, what's that hashtag called? What is it? Race to 500K?
Yeah,
It's something like that.
I think it's something like that.
Do you know what we're talking about, TayDZ? Like when people are on YouTube or Instagram, they'll use a hashtag like growing to 500K or something. Like, I don't remember what the word is, but that's basically what we are right now. We're
trying to not only to get our subscriber to 500K.
Yeah.
We want 500K subscribers
Yeah.
and 500K viewers per episode.
Right.
And okay, at least 50K live.
Okay. We have changed the goal already.
So at least 50K live
Okay.
because it's.
Oh, you mean 50K during our live stream and like 500K like once our video is posted?
right?
I see what you're saying.
So live 50K,
Yeah.
overall 500,
Yeah.
subscribers 500K.
Okay. Yeah. I like that specificity.
So share,
Like.
subscribe.
Woo.
Please.
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 So TayDZ and Napoleon B. and myself, we only have about 6 minutes left of our show, coming up on 10 o'clock.
You want to do 2 more poems?
Yeah, let's do 2 more poems. And if we have like some time, then we could slam between the 3 of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be new. It's only been either Napoleon B. and I or TayDZ and I doing the slam. So we're growing. We're growing just that fast.
Okay. You ready?
Okay. I'm not ready. You got to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here, barely. Drowning in a wave of thoughts, barely keeping my head above it, treading the wave, trying to build a bridge, to scoop some words out that make sense together, but it's looking like an 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And sometimes it feels like I've lost over half the pieces. Not gonna lie, it seems, it feels like those words just get lost in translation. Like, I can't translate them into the language I want to use. They're all Korean, Japanese, Spanish, French. It's hard to understand. Those moments that I have are poetic. It's sometimes hard to understand. Be my
Awesome, B Mite. So next, I'm going to come in with this untitled poem. Poetry is my ground. Poetry is my ground. When nothing else makes sense, I have no answers. I'm lost in that void. I press my fingers in a poem's soil and I feel my stories, my survivals and memories of stepping beyond my rivals in my palms. It is alive. Thoughts are my sky. I soar in poems. Ooh, thanks, B Mite. These snaps are for you from your poem. Yeah, TayDZ, you already went. Sorry, we went kind of quick there because I don't want us to run out of time. Does anybody have any thoughts about those two poems?
You both are wordsmiths, but sometimes you might either lack the words, or sometimes you might have so many words you don't know what to choose from. But I consider you both verbal artists. That's what those two poems make me think about.
We're verbal artists.
We're verbal artist.
Mm-hmm.
Verbal artists.
Verbal artist.
Okay, thank you, TayDZ. So who's going to start this slam off? We've got 2 minutes to do this.
Tay, you want to start off?
Tay's
Sure.
new to the game. Oh, but he's stepping up to the challenge. I know that's right.
Yeah, I guess I'll just read the second one. Oh, there we go. If misery loves company, you'd be happily married. You attack, show out, and accuse unfairly, and leave me a ton of emotions to bury, because I can't give you attention daily. So all you do is rant and rail on everyone who'd ever care. You in misery with a lover's stare. Unhappy matrimony. Joy's not there. I wrote that one. TayDZ.
How old you must be to be talking about matrimony. Hey, Bellz.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Holy matrimony or hell in a handbasket. Those are the two options. You can either love it or hate it. It's the most debated. Love can be hard and trying at times, but it's worth it. it's worth it and you'll enjoy it. If it's good, you'll enjoy it. Be my
Hell in a handbasket is a life I don't want. I'd rather not carry all of that on my back. I'd rather just go ahead and have joy in my pocket. I'd rather go ahead and enjoy love in the socket. TayDZ.
Hell in a handbasket and matrimony are one and the same to me because I believe with both love is the thing that is binding these two people together. Hell in a handbasket is to me saying hatred, but I see hatred as angry love. I see that as passion, something that you just can't let go of. That's why you carry it. You let that fire burn you. You you let that fire fuel you and you keep feeding it because you need it. It's love. And in matrimony, when we are our happiest and we decide to lean further into the good part of that binding, that is when we are shining. Hey, Bellz.
Love in a socket? Yo, what was that last line? I can't define love in a socket. It feels like my arm is coming out of it. Love in a socket sounds like, never mind. It just be my.
Love in a socket because love, when you're plugged in, gives you such a charge. Love, when you're plugged in, makes me feel like DeBarge because, ooh, oh no. Oh no, it left my brain. No.
What?
I had a.
Just end it.
Like DeBarge.
Just end it.
Because. TayDZ.
DeBarge, you think you're a wordsmith like Stephen A. Smith. You've already named the vocal artists on Poetry Slam. Let me tell both of you something about a socket. Both of you fill it up. Wait, no, empty it because really love is all about keeping a pocket and filling it up with everything that you can and blowing kisses to your passionate person and keeping it in that special place. K-Bellz.
Love in a socket still sounds like, you know what, never mind. I'm not even going to go there, but it just, love in a socket doesn't sound like a plug. It sounds like, you know, never mind. Kay just gave me an awkward stare. I think she knows what I mean when I say never mind. It just doesn't sound healthy. The love in a socket sounds like love in a sock. It doesn't sound pleasant. Be Mike.
All right. That was amazing. TayDZ, since you started us off, you're the only one who's already had 3 turns, and it's 5 after 10. So, what do you think about that being the end of our slam, or do you have something burning?
Like love in a socket.
Oh my gosh, you gotta let that go.
The worst part is that the line was in my brain. I said, I'm like the bars because when it comes to love, I like it. You know, that was supposed to be my bar.
Oh.
That was supposed to be my bar, and it left. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when your brain is full of holes.
Oh my god! You have to practice your working memory. Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, they can keep all that stuff in their head before they talk because they practice all the time. But
Yeah.
you can do the same. We got to keep doing it. We got to keep slamming. It's going to get better and better. That was so fun going between the 3 of us.
That was fun, hilarious. Sounds like a skit.
Oh my gosh. Imagine if there were a 4th person here. Like,
I really was about to hit y'all with if love is in the pocket, you know, but some people act like Jalen Hurts and run out of that thing for some reason. You know.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You need to practice in the mirror, TayDZ.
I was about to hit you with a football reference in Poetry Slam. That's
keep the pigskin to yourself.
Oh.
How about after TayDZ's like written poem, I just like busted him up with that verse of like, you must be old to be talking about magic. I'm sorry. I should be nice. Yeah, I love you guys. This was a great show.
This was a great show. Even though we started late.
I mean, it's a part of the fashion.
Yeah.
You know, you enjoy great. You hop into our virtual lounge, you listen to the music, and then you get the content.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're the concert. You know, you got to have your show openers.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Bellz.
So yes, this was so awesome. Thank you so much, TayDZ. Thank you, Napoleon B. Mine. I can't thank you like a guest anymore, TayDZ, because you're ingrained.
You're an official, not just a guest host. You're a host of Poetry Slam.
Yeah. You're like the DJ on like the Ellen show, you know, the
rest in peace to DJ Twitch, by the way.
Yeah, the DJ Twitch.
Don't give him the DJ role. The DJ is just sitting there in the corner.
But like TayDZ comes in the later half of the show.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that in that way. Like
I'm like the bailiff on Judge Judy.
Yeah, you're Bird. What? We love that. It fits.
Okay, Bellz.
Okay, this was a great show, guys. We'll be back same time next Friday.
8:00.
Yeah. TayDZ, you got to practice your sign off now. I can't sign you out anymore because you're in.
Oh, snap.
Start off, okay? Start it off.
I'm TayDZ.
No. Hold up. K, start it off.
Thank you for listening to Poetry Slam. I'm K Bellz.
I'm your boy Napoleon B. Mite.
I'm TayDZ.
Good night, everybody.